Hello, interwebs. Matt Carter here, another Carter's Commentaries. Um, since my announcement a couple days ago about my retirement and doing some of my own work, I have been blessed beyond belief with incredibly kind messages, humbling in so many ways, but very uplifting words, thoughts, calls, social media communication. So um, there's a theme that I wanted to hit out of all of those. First, I want to thank those of you that aren't particularly fond of me. Nobody has been ugly in any of the communications, so that warms my heart. At least those that I have offended or pissed off through the years have chosen not to let me know about it yet. But I wanted to connect a theme, and I've had quite a few folks weave this theme through their messaging, and I want to maybe offer some perspective for me. I've spent 20 plus years doing training, some form or fashion. I started doing classroom training in 1999. I did field training around that same time. So I've been doing training in law enforcement since 1999, and I know, because I know what my trainers meant to me, and I have three very important mentors as well. Once I was kind of established a bit, those mentors as a young patrol officer, those folks are two of those three mentors. So my mentors, I just give them to you: Mike Patton, Paul Mosley, and Reggie Powell. And those three guys are so influential in helping me be confident and grow into the deputy that and leader through the years, and also even as a man and a father and a husband, and they had just great influence on how I approached life. But so I recognize the value in those early relationships, especially in molding you. Patton was my sergeant in the academy, and then I cycled back to end up working for him directly for 10 years, and so I've seen him on both ends of the spectrum. At the very beginning, and as a sergeant and lieutenant, he grew me into the leader that I hope that he recognizes. I've tried to share that with all three of those guys. So folks reaching out to me and indicating that I had some role, or they're so thankful. I'm honored beyond belief. But I want to give some perspective, because that theme of I had something to do with it. Let me tell you what drives any of my want to and sharing of information is fundamentally is biblically based. It is so much of what I've tried to do in life is. I'm a sinner first and foremost, so need the redemption that Christ provides. Just understand that. But I try to follow that, and let's go to 1 Thessalonians 5:11. Paul writes to the Thessalonians, "Therefore encourage one another and build each other up, just as in fact you are doing." I've wanted to be an info sharer. I've wanted to help people grow the same way folks invested in me, from my earliest as a dispatcher to working in the jail, being a street cop, an investigator, a sergeant. All of that, it was other people encouraging and helping me, and I always felt that was the most effective strategy, because I didn't want to hold people back no more than I wanted to be held back. So if you wonder what drove my willingness to help or be there, I regret anybody that felt I wasn't. Because it's driven by this concept that Paul writes about. The other thing is attributing me with anything that you were gifted by God with is really something I'm not sure how to process. And so when I say this, it's with straight humility. I didn't yield out anything to you, is the way I see it. That all I did by encouraging, as Paul says, I hope I helped you tap the resources that were already God-given. There are so many great men and women that I have had the privilege to work with, alongside, for, and I never viewed it this way, but there'll be some that say they worked for me. I wanted to be a servant leader above anything else, and in my time at the sheriff's office, and I hope that you felt that I served you more than I served myself. All I was doing was encouraging and helping and guiding and tapping into what was already within you. It's humbling. It has moved me in a way I didn't realize it would be this moving. I've shed more tears in the last 3 days than I have in probably 3 years. So I am thankful for it. It has warmed and touched my heart. And just know that all of you giving me any attribute to something that was within you, it was you. All I did was maybe be a messenger, perhaps God given, to help you tap in. Thank you. I am. I'm not going to miss the place. I'm just going to miss the people. And I'm going to keep as many of you, thank goodness to technology, in my life as I can. But it's clearly my time. And you've reminded me of why I did what I did for so long. So thank you for that. It warms my heart. It makes me feel so loved and respected. And all I've ever wanted to do is show love to others. So I'm reminding you of that message. God loves you, even if you don't realize it. I love you. Be good to each other. Importantly, be good to yourself. Thank you so much. Be safe, be well, and God bless.